If you are a business owner, real estate contractors, whatever, you guys have been hearing about this AI trend for almost every day for the past few months. But what does all of this truly means for you and your business? So I took my time in this video to really go deep and explain you guys how can AI really affect and change your business. So take your time, look at this video, and have a good day. Hey, I hope you guys are doing well. My name is Wensher. I'm a business owner. I own an AI and marketing company called Meta Solution. So basically, recently, I realized how much content was important, not only for me, but to also inform others, teach others about how to implement, AI system or marketing system into the company. So I promised myself that no matter what, I will make 2 videos a week on YouTube. So this is gonna be a series of my first really, professional video. I'm pretty sure you can see all the other videos on my channel. So this is strictly gonna be, you know, educational. So me and my partner, because we joined the company, we actually started working on AI SMS a couple of months ago. And you guys can go check it out. Started working on it after watching Queen Nolan videos. And actually, what was very interesting is the problem that we saw in a lot of companies was very simple. The client acquisition was not good, whether it's roofing, car dealership, vac, real estate, whatever company you can think of. The biggest problem that we had is they're spending money on someone to do the ads for them. They're spending money on sellers. They're spending money on closers. They're spending money on everything. And at the end, it just comes down to, one very messy client acquisition system. So we decided to create this AI SMS for just basically a couple of reasons, right? I would say 4 reasons. First, to improve the client acquisition system, to make them save money, to make them make more money, and to make them save on basically hiring people and having that trouble of managing a lot of people when you can just automate everything with AI. And I'm not talking about AI automation, I'm talking about real AI. So like I said, I started working on the AI system a couple of months ago. After watching a Quinn Nolan YouTube channel again, I highly recommend to go watch him. And we saw very some interesting results. So basically what we do is we plug and play the AI and right into the Facebook ad. So what does that mean? That means that when someone fill up the form, within 5 minutes, the AI is already talking to the client, qualifying the client, and booking the appointment. So here's basically the result for a column company. So the problem with them at first is they came to us, and what we realized is the cost per lead was insanely high. And that's normal because they were asking a bunch of questions. They were asking, I know it's in French, so they were asking, name, phone number, email, when are you planning to buy your car, do you have a work, since when are you in Canada, did you already have, a budget problem, what is your monthly budget for your car. So the cost per lead was very, 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 very high. So basically, what we've done is we told him, hey, look, instead of like asking all of those questions right on the form and paying 20, 30, $40 for a lead, who might not even be qualified, let's just take 3 things. Let's just take their name, phone number, and email and let the AI cook. I love the guy named Serge Gallery. He always saying that word cook. So let the AI cook. So basically what we've done is all of the questions that they were asking on this form, we trained and basically made the AI. Let me see if I can zoom that in a little bit for you guys. We trained it and basically made the AI asking all of those questions. Again, I know it's in French, but basically all of the questions that they were asking on the form and even more, to qualify them even more, we were asking it through AI. So the result of that was actually really, really crazy. Why? Because they were spending literally the same money on ads. So they had a budget of 3, 4 thousand. You know, they were spending the same money on ads, and they were getting way more lead for lower price. And because of the AI, we would qualify them right away. So they would only receive, hot qualified leads are ready to take action, not tomorrow, not in 1 month, but like right now, you know? So we would be asking them, the question, qualifying question, and result of that is they would get a bunch of appointment. They would get a bunch of appointment. So that was very, very cool. And what we also done for the client is if you guys run an AI one, or if you want to implement the AI into your business, what I would suggest is talk to your guy and tell him, hey, I would also summary, because the reality of thing is the client doesn't have time to basically go into the whole conversation, and know what happened. So we provide a quick summary for every client that we have, so that way the hardest lead and they know exactly what are the main problem of the lead. You know, so the result of that is pretty crazy. So we tested it, right? We tested it for 14 days. This is the testimonial that we had. Is we tested it for 14 days. I mean, more than a month, right? And what was very interesting, like I said before, the cost probably used to be 30, 40, $50, and they were even buying leads. They were even buying leads. So we were spending a ton of money. So result of that is they got 21 leads. Cost per lead was $6.42. Imagine passing from $30 to $6.42, and they spent $134. You know, and with that they got 9 book appointment, and each client is worth $2,000. And the crazy thing is they closed six. And basically they 2% of the company. You know, before they used to hire a ton of VA and everything, and they say, for that one, let's just take all the color stuff just to make sure. They closed six of them, and under 14 days, they collected $12,000 in cash. Totally insane. You can see the proof here: 21 leads, $6.42, and that's the money that they spend, and it's absolutely crazy. And it was like, huh, interesting. Is it only for the car insurance company? So we implemented it into another business, a roofing business, a roofing company. And basically, they came to us with the same problem. The cost per lead was insanely high, and we're talking about $77 cost per lead, because they were bringing the person to, well, I mean, they had two strategies. They were bringing the person either to a landing page to qualify them, very high, or they were asking a ton of questions on the form. And basically, what we've done is we done the same thing. We told them, hey, listen, don't ask all of those questions on Facebook. Just ask name, phone number, and email. If you guys have a company, whatever roofing company, that's a great strategy. Don't ask all of the questions. Find a way to ask the question outside of Meta, not on a landing page, because the cost per lead is going to be very high. You need to use the form, but find a way. If you want to hire a seller, go for it. But me, I would suggest AI. So as you can see, lucky me, this one is in English. But you can see that we're asking a bunch of questions. The AI would analyze the image and like answer everything. You know, basically confine them, closing down until November. Thank you for your response. And they were asking questions, and in business, when someone asks you to price by message or by phone number, you have to find a way. And the AI actually did it by itself. We'll be able to provide a rough estimate. I understand for rough estimate we need more details, like a roof set and might to a preference. Would you like to discuss this over a quick call? So basically, the main goal of the AI is to actually book an appointment with a person if he's qualified. So the AI can not only qualify the lead but also disqualify the lead. you know, and basically asking all the qualifying question and book the appointment. Book the appointment. That was the main goal. Booking appointment. And we were killing it. Booking appointment. And what's very good with this AI system, is when you have setters or when you have whatever system that you have, you cannot work 24/7. So if it's 11 p.m. in the night, a lead comes in, you're not gonna call him in under 5 minutes. And I'm pretty sure you guys know this rule. If you do not call the leads in under 5 minutes, it's like you wasted your money. The chance of him answering, I think, drops by like 300% or something like that. So technically, that means that if you contact someone that fill up a form under 5 minutes, your business also upgrade to 300%. The chance of closing the person and him answering goes up to 300%. Actually insane. So the result of that is very, very simple, right? 27 leads, 27 leads, cost per lead, $17 and 56 cents. So let me see if I can find you a screenshot because I know I don't have the screenshot of the cost per lead before. Let me see if I can find that for you guys. So great. So I was able to, yeah, basically I was able to find it. Was a little bit long, but basically they came to us with that, you know, leads, $77, extremely expensive. And they had a landing page system that was actually not working. We stopped it. We saw that and we stopped it. We was like, bro, no, 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 stop that. Stop that right away. So with the AI system, basically what we did, they came to us with that and we turned it into that. You know what I mean? 77 to $17. That is how AI is changing businesses right now. So look, the result is really insane. 27 leads, you know, 27 leads. Cost per lead is $17, as you can see down here. They spent $400. They got, actually, here is a mistake. They didn't get one appointment booked. Here was a mistake. They didn't get one appointment booked. They got 21 appointment booked, actually. So cost per lead, 27 leads. They got $17 cost per lead. Insane. They spent 500 bucks, They got 21 booked appointment. So person that was qualified. They said, their husband and everything, and they closed 9 of them. And given that they earned between, 5,000 to 15,000, they made in just 3 weeks, $45,000. 3 weeks of working with us, $45,000 in 3 weeks. And right now they crushing. I'm not even talking about right now. I'm talking when they started working with us. So, guys, if you have a roofing business, right, whatever business that you have, if you're thinking about implementing AI into your business, here's the reason why. Here's the reason why you should implement it. Here's the reason why. Where is it? Here's the reason why you should implement it. It's so clear to me. Like my partner always like to say, 20 years ago, people didn't believe in internet. Oh, I'm gonna have my website on the internet. What are you talking about? Or I'm gonna sell my product online. I don't know what you're talking about and everything. But now, if you have a business and you're not in the internet, you're not on social media or whatever, you don't have a business. You do not have a business. Recently, Donald Trump won the election. The reason he won it is because he was on social media. He was doing podcasts, TikTok, Instagram. So, guys, AI right now is going more crazier than the internet. So, implementing AI into your business is basically the next step. You know, it's the next step. And if you're not gonna do it, your competitor does. Your competitor will do it. That's the reality of things. Anyway, I could share many, many more examples, right? But I don't want to make a 1 hour videos and everything. So I'm not here to talk about myself or what I did and everything like that. I want to talk about what AI can actually do for you guys, what AI can actually do for your business. So I'm gonna show you guys its potential. So we were talking about a client, and he was talking about taking Klarna, using Klarna. Was talking about our firm, but what was actually insane is this one. $97,000 collected in his first 10 days. If that isn't crazy, and you know, it's not crazy. So $97,000 collected. It was for an insulation company, right? So I know it's absolutely wild, but let me explain to you. So it's an isolation company that we started, working with them 3 4 months ago, and before we were only doing lead automation and providing leads for them, running ad for them. And that was great. They had a full team, and they were bringing a ton of leads, and we were automating all the every operation for them. While we're doing all the outreach, we're doing all the basically back end stuff, with automation. But something crucial was basically missing. We were getting them good leads, of course, and we were following up with them, and they had a team of setters. But the problem is human versus AI is almost unfair. What do we mean by it's almost unfair? It's actually crazy. It's like AI is there, human is there, because AI works not only 24/7. Human cannot work 24/7. You know, AI learn incredibly fast. A human cannot learn incredibly fast. So the problem that we had basically with that company is the leads were not always contacted within 5 minutes, and that was a big problem. If you have a business, if your lead is not contacted within the first 5 minutes, it's a very very big problem. And sometimes they were forgotten and they were scheduled at the wrong time. People, would even forget their meeting or mixed up meeting between each other. That was all very very messy, and I don't know if you guys if you already work, your company, so I'm pretty sure you already work, with like lead companies doing Facebook ads for you, doing automation for you. If your client acquisition system is shit, the leads are gonna be shit. That's the truth. I'm pretty sure you already had that situation where you were getting leads, but because of your setters, because of your closing, because of all of that, you had to let them go. And the excuses that you told yourself is the leads are not good. That is not true. Your system was not good enough. So the worst thing of that is the show up rate was basically below 40%. So what do I mean by show up rate? In this case, since it's an installation company, basically they had to call the client to confirm that they were coming. And the client had to confirm with them, yeah, I'm here, I'm waiting for you guys. And 40% of the time they weren't answering. That's a big problem. So basically it means that all the outward that I said we were doing was basically useless. I feel like I was putting my heart and my soul into something to only basically watch it burn because I was doing my good job. I was doing the leads. I was doing all the automation, but their system was not good. So instead of waiting of them letting me go, I decided to take things in my hand and I basically developed a way to automate all the client acquisition process, from getting the leads to closing them completely done for you, A to Z. So like I said, 10 days after, after all of that, we created the AI, we learned, we did a bunch of stuff, right? And we were into creative, and that was going crazy. And 10 days later, boom, $97,000 cash collected. Cash fucking collected. It's actually insane. And funny enough, that was the thing. It's a French one. But that was the ad creative. That was crazy. That was working like insane because this was the ad, and I know you guys don't know French, but basically that was save 30% on your electricity bills. And since they had this thing, it's it's so interesting. So it's like the company of electricity and Canada. So since people were seeing that, they were going crazy. They were like, "Oh shit, maybe Ijokebe is gonna make me, pay less, really." And they were going crazy, 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 crazy. And they made crazy money with that until they blocked us because simply this after we saw that we couldn't really do it. But basically, what does it mean for you and your business? What does all of that mean? Why am I talking this much? It's simple. Let me break it down. So imagine you start a new business tomorrow, and you don't have any clients, and basically you need to consider the cost of acquiring new clients. So let's break everything down together, right? So you're gonna need someone to run the ads for you. So a media buyer. That's if you need a good one, if you want a good one, someone that is not going to like spoil your bullshit and like ruin all your marketing effort that you've been doing for like the past 5, 10 years. It's at least $2,000 a month that you have to pay. you know. But let's not forget that running the ads is not free. So it's not $2,000 to run the ads and pay the media buyer. It's $2,000 to pay the media buyer, and after you need a budget to run the ads. So let's say you start a little bit low. So we're gonna talk about $50 a day. So let me think the dollar sign $50 a day for 1 month. That is $1,500 a month already. So you're already spending $2,500 a month, just right there, right? After you will need a team of VAs, so setters, to basically qualify the lead that are coming in. So let's say you pay, like I said, in ads $50 a day, and you have a cost per lead of $10, which will bring you 5 leads per day. So we're talking about 150 leads per month. And you have to keep in mind that the VA need to contact them within 5 minutes after they submitted the form, or it's like you're wasting your money. Like I said, how's their response rate is gonna drop by 80%. So when your response rate drop by 80% and each lead is worth at least $2,000, you need to be very, very careful. And after, they also need to qualify them properly and book the appointment with them. So problem with that having a VA is you have to train them. You have to train them. And most of you guys, business owners, either you have a manager who will train them for you, or you're gonna do it by yourself. And if you're gonna do it by yourself, it's gonna be a real pain in the ass. It's gonna be a real, real pain in the ass. So let's do the math, right? So let's say you hire someone. I'm not talking about a full personal assistant that you hire in your country. I'm talking about a VA, right? So the lower price. So let's say you pay your $3 full time, $40 an hour, so $480 a month. And keep in mind that it's only for one VA, and you're only spending $50 a day. And most of you big company are gonna spend more than that. Maybe 200, 300, or $100 a day. So we're gonna do a quick summary with that. So you have $2,000 to hire a media buyer. You have $1,500 a month to run ads, and you're paying one VA for $180 a month. You know that is currently untrained, and that you will have to spend hours training if you want her to actually do a good job, because someone cannot book by appointment that the person that owned the business is, because no one know your business is better than you. So basically, if you're more visual person, because I know some people have this problem, is that $2,000 for media buyer, $1,500 for ad spend, and $480 a month for one VA that requires training. So if you do the math yearly, you're gonna be spending approximately $50,000 a year, hoping that the media buyer do a good job, hoping that the $1,500 a month is gonna be enough, and most of the time you're gonna have to higher the price, of your ad spend, and $480 a month for one VA. And if you upgrade your ad spend, if you have a higher ad spend, most of the time you have to hire another VA, to handle everything and train again. So do you really want to spend $50,000 a year hoping that you're gonna make money, and if you're lucky, you're gonna make a return on your investment? Tell me, why would you put your business and yourself through all of that problem? You're talking about you want your company to be great. You want to do big things with your companies. Whether I'm talking about every type of company, real estate, roofing, solar, whatever company that you have. You want to be great, but for some reason you settle for mediocrity. The reality is that it's 2024 and you've been in business for a lot shade of years. And basically, you know what works and what doesn't. And the reality is that AI is going to be a game changer, not only for you or for your business, but also for your competitors. And you don't want them to get into AI, because if they get into AI, they're going to go crazy. So instead of spending $50,000 a year, what you could do instead, you know, you could just make an upfront investment and a system that becomes yours for a lifetime. So imagine, instead of spending $50,000 a year, you just spend, I don't know, whatever money that you spend upfront, and you have the whole system right here. You have the whole system right here. And remove that. We replace that by AI. You don't need to hire 20 VAs to do a good job for you. That you don't need to train all of them. So I want you to imagine a world where everything basically is managed by AI. And and since we train it, it learns everything there is to know about your business basically. And we don't even have to lift a single feeder. It's all done for you. You know, it's basically all done for you. And in an ideal world, you and your team wouldn't have to do nothing. You get a qualified leads and you just send it to your best closer. You know, the thing is, we're gonna end all the ads. We're gonna basically deliver the best performing creative through our AI lead scraper. We've been doing this for over 3 years. We work with a lot of companies. We've deal with a lot of companies, in many industries. So we have a lot of data on what works and what doesn't. You know, and basically after our AI SM is gonna qualify the leads from A to Z from your criteria. What's going to happen is they also gonna book appointment for you automatically. So you could be eating at the restaurant, you could be spending time with your family, you could be doing whatever that you want to do. Performing at whatever other aspect in your business that you want to. Because as a business owner, I think you should work on your business, not in your business. And having a hassle in your head about, oh shit, how am I gonna acquire the client? How am I gonna do this? How am I gonna do that? It's not the solution. It's not the solution. But what's very exciting is we're gonna guarantee you a 60% plus show up rate by sending multiple reminders about appointments. So basically we want to make sure that, okay, perfect, you have book appointment, but what is book appointment if you have no one coming into your appointment? And to make it even more crazier, we're gonna also implement an AI lead scoring system that identify basically which client are more ready to close. So let's say you have a team of sellers, right? And you have, your top three set, you have your top three closers, your top three closers. So let's say you have 20 leads coming in, 20 qualified lead, 20 people that book an appointment with you. You have all the summary, you have everything. We're gonna score them to you. This one is gonna be high to buy. This one's gonna be this one's gonna be this. So on a scale of 1 to 10, 8, 9, 10, and you just send basically the best one, the best lead to your best closer. So that way the money is coming, come. Hey, you don't even have to do nothing. And like I say, we also gonna summarize our relevant details so that way, your closer can be fully prepared for your calls with potential client. And I'm not even trying to pitch you. You could just find someone else that would be doing that for you, and you tell them, maybe if you're already working with someone, you can tell them, bro, can you implement that for me? That is what I want from a system. I'm tired of having to train new AI. Or I'm tired of, paying an agency to bring me, VAs and everything. I don't want to train VAs and everything. I don't want to kill myself with all of that. So the question is yours. What would you choose? Will you spend $50,000 a year in a system that you hope will work, or will you invest in a solution that saves you that same amount while making you more revenue, like we saw, like we saw before? The choice is really yours, guys. The choice is really yours. Anyway, I'm gonna be making more videos, about different type of businesses, real estate and businesses, roofing and this is whatever businesses, and I'm gonna create a system that you guys can implement right now into your system. So all I ask for you guys is to follow me, and if you want to know more about my AI system that I just showed you guys, you can just subscribe, and book an appointment with me right away. So guys, thank you for listening to me, and I hope you have a great rest of the day. Bye bye.